My fiancée accidentally shared a live video on her social media story with the sound on. In the background, a man's voice shouted her name. "Will you kiss him too?" Lily replied, "Nope. I make $1 million a year, he's just my dog." I chuckled bitterly, tossing the pink diamond ring aside, and texted my dad, "Dad, I'm agreeing to the arranged marriage. Fire Lily from the company." Then, I made a call to the wedding planner. "Hi, the wedding in 10 days, we need to change the bride's name." "Yep, it's someone else now." "Yeah, let's discuss the details in person." I hung up just as Lily stepped out of the bathroom, her hair partially dry, wrapped in a robe and still steamy from her shower. She usually takes half an hour, but today it was a full hour. One glance at the laptop she forgot to close. She quickly shut it and frowned. "Who were you on the phone with?" I was honest, the wedding planner. She visibly relaxed, convinced I hadn't seen her chats. Otherwise, knowing me, I'd demand Daniel be fired, like old times. Daniel, Lily's assistant for about a year, fresh out of college and lively. She adored him, often taking him on overtime and business trips. Jealousy ate at me, leading to frequent spats until she reluctantly agreed to marry me. "The wedding's in 10 days. No need to fuss," Lily remarked casually, hiding her enthusiasm, likely assuming I'd called to ensure everything's perfect, as I always did throughout our 5 years together, planning every event meticulously for her happiness. Guess not, since she's marrying someone even more detailed than me. That thought summoned a bittersweet smile. Lily, seemingly irritated, flicked her damp hair. My hair's still wet. In the past, I'd lovingly dry it for her after every shower, but now I just couldn't. "Sorry, got stuff to handle, do it yourself." Lily paused, sharpness creeping into her tone. "As a house husband, what's keeping you busy? You're supposed to take care of me, remember?" A familiar pang stung my heart. 5 years ago, I promised to take care of her. Now, not anymore. "I don't want to take care of you, Lily." With that, I grabbed my coat and left. Back home, I kneeled in front of my parents. "Dad, Mom, I messed up. I'm agreeing to the family arrangement. Same wedding date, new bride." Stunned, they asked what happened. For Lily, I cut ties and moved out 5 years ago. Recently, upon hearing my marriage plans, they intervened, suggesting a suitable match, the heiress of a conglomerate, my childhood playmate, undoubtedly better suited than Lily. I refused, claiming Lily was my true love. Yet, Lily shattered my belief and broke my heart. "Son, are you sure about the arranged marriage? Don't you want to meet her first?" Mom lifted me from the ground, concerned. "No need. I trust your choice. At least I won't get shattered by love again." Late at night, Lily called. "Nick, I caught a cold because I didn't dry my hair. Could you bring me some medicine?" Her voice, soft on the other end, almost a truce offering. Normally, her gentle tone could thaw my resolve. "Not this time. You have an assistant. Let him bring the medicine." "I'm busy. Why bring him up? You're my husband. You should look after me." Her voice rose sharply. In 5 years, she often bossed me around, disrespecting my love while entertaining others. But I was blind, believing her harshness veiled her love for me, until seeing her compare me to Daniel, calling me boring and him exciting. I then realized she only loved herself. "I told you I'm busy. Figure it out yourself." Click. The next morning, I returned to pack my things. Opening the door, I found Lily on the sofa, looking at me with sheer disappointment. "You finally came back." Her face was pale, clutching her stomach in pain. I sighed. She must have been pretty upset last night. Her frequent stomachaches flare up during stress. Despite wanting to leave, I felt a pang of sympathy seeing her so vulnerable. I found the medicine box, grabbed some cold pills and a cup of water. "You didn't even check the box for medicine?" I handed them to her. Before she could speak, a male voice interrupted. "Lily, want sugar in your congee?" Daniel, donning an apron, stepped out from the kitchen. Seeing me, he hesitated, then feigned a smile. "Nick, you're here," as if I was a guest in my own home. Realizing his faux pas, he quickly corrected, "You're back, Nick. Lily's been in pain and asked for help." On the table, a medicine bag hinted Daniel had been here all along. I chuckled to myself, needless worries again. Lily gulped the pills with the water I brought. "Honey, your medicine works best," she said, leaning against me. "I waited for you last night, but asked my assistant this morning when I felt too sick. Just seeing you makes me feel better." She motioned for Daniel to leave, go to work. Alone. She held my hand sincerely. "Honey, I was wrong yesterday. Can we start fresh?" It was rare for her to call me honey, especially before Daniel. She knew I needed reassurance but never bothered to give it until now. Too late. Pulling my hand away gently, I stood up. "Rest up and don't overthink." In the kitchen, dishes for two sank my heart. Daniel was here last night. She deceived me again. I checked my phone and saw Daniel's post from last night, once more set to private, just for me. The boss is really having a tough time, working late and getting sick before the wedding. I brought her some medicine and a late-night snack. The picture shows him peacefully asleep, leaning on Lily, giving a peace sign. If he really wants to move up so badly, let him have it. I went to the wedding planning company to discuss swapping out the bride. I'm handling all the wedding processes, and Lily hasn't even shown up, so it was easy to switch things around. When I got home, looking at our living room wedding photos felt a bit glaring. I took them down, along with our photos from over the years, packed them up and got ready to toss them. A pink card fell out of the album saying Lily always loves Nick. She wrote that when she confessed to me 5 years ago. Looking back over the little moments from those years, I realized Lily wasn't really into me. She loved her interests and herself. Her love lacked respect. All my clothes and skincare had to be brands she liked. Even our rented apartment had to be decorated to her taste. For our wedding house, even though I oversaw the renovations, Lily chose the designs and furniture. I don't even like the French luxury style, but I forced myself to like it for Lily's sake. Over 5 years, I kept compromising for love, losing who I was, only to be met with disdain. I crumpled the card and threw it in the trash. "What are you doing?" Lily's voice came from behind. I glanced at the clock and realized it was already 7 p.m., her usual time to finish work. Today, no overtime or social engagements, just coming home early. I was a bit surprised and softly closed the box, tidying up the garbage. She looked around, noticing something missing in the living room. "Where's our wedding photo?" "Gave it to the wedding company for reference," I mumbled without looking up. "Oh," was all Lily said before lifting the box in her hand. "Let's eat your favorite soup dumplings." I opened it to find shrimp dumplings. Seeing my hesitation, Lily frowned and asked, "What's wrong?" "I'm allergic to shrimp," and she knew that. She just forgot. Lily's expression froze briefly, guilt flashing. "Sorry, I forgot. I'll go buy something else for you." With that, she took the box and left again. I took out my phone and wasn't surprised to see Daniel's social post. "Ha! Boss brought me a loving overtime dinner. My favorite shrimp dumplings. So that's it, Daniel liked it and she just gave me an extra one." Lily came home an hour later, this time with my favorite crab roe dumplings. Seeing me still packing, she gently said, "You don't have to rush. Once we're married, we'll move to the new house together, and I'll help you sort through things." "Just trying to toss some useless stuff," I said offhandedly. "You always wanted to see the northern lights in Iceland. For our honeymoon, I took a month off to go with you," Lily offered, seeing my lack of interest. If it was before, I'd have spun her around joyfully. But now I knew I wouldn't be going at all. Noticing me staring at the ripped calendar with a big red 5, Lily finally frowned. "When did you get this countdown calendar?" "Bought it yesterday. In 5 days, it's the most important day of my life." "Time to mark it," I replied plainly. Lily's eyes lit up. "Oh, 5 days till our wedding. How thoughtful." She kissed my cheek. But her phone rang, and her expression shifted after a glance. "Honey, I need to deal with something at work. Gotta head back." I nodded, picking up the box to move it. "I'll take the trash out, you stay in." "It's chilly," Lily insisted eagerly before leaving. It wouldn't take much for her to peek inside and realize I was throwing out our wedding photo, albums, and her love card. If she saw, she'd know I intended to leave. If she knew, she'd certainly beg me to stay. But unfortunately, she didn't figure it out. Later at midnight, I saw Daniel's post. Got a stomach ache while working late. Glad the boss is here looking after me. In the picture, Lily held meds and water with her sleeves rolled up. Well, seems like those shrimp dumplings were the culprit. Good thing I didn't eat them. I met some old friends and drank heartily with them. Lily never allowed me to drink or have my own social circle. At last I'm free. I woke with a hangover in the afternoon. Lily walked in, automatically starting, worked late yesterday. Slept at the office. She smelled the room and scrunched her nose. Where's the alcohol smell from? Drank a lot with friends yesterday, so I need to air the place out. Though displeased, she eyed my face but held her tongue. Yeah, she can care for her assistant all night and lie to me. What's the right to scold me? When she saw the bold 4 on the calendar, she remembered, in 2 days it's your birthday. Anything you want? Her reminder made me recall my upcoming birthday. No, I don't want to celebrate. I echoed her words from before. On her birthday, I had a whole feast awaiting her, only to be scolded. I'm too busy for a birthday celebration, she said then. Later, Daniel's post showed her making a birthday wish with a cake. She disliked celebrating with me. That day we fought, and I angrily asked whom her wish was for. She called me petty, saying it was just a pure thing she couldn't refuse. Recalling that, Lily's eyes showed guilt. No way, it's your last birthday before marriage. I must celebrate with you. She hugged me and lightly kissed my cheek. Hey, why aren't you wearing the watch I gave you last year? The watch was trashed the moment she stepped out yesterday. Tucked away, I said flatly. Lily just nodded, no further questions. She'd stayed up all night caring for Daniel and then worked the entire day. Exhausted. After a shower, she went straight to bed. At midnight, I tore another calendar page. 3 more days and I'd be truly gone. I called the wedding planner, directing them to the bride's location. Taking her measurements. Picking out a wedding dress. My parents called, urging me to meet with her beforehand. It's not like I haven't seen her. Seeing her at the wedding is fine. Seeing who? Lily heard what I said. My parents. They want to meet their future daughter-in-law before the wedding. I blew it off. I replied casually. Lily seemed a bit upset. It's been 5 years. I haven't met your parents. Why did you decline for me? The daughter-in-law they want to meet isn't you. I opened my mouth, but decided not to bother saying it. Lily opened up the wardrobe. She was surprised. Why are all your clothes gone? I packed them up. It'll be easier to move to the new place. I answered nonchalantly. Lily took out a jacket and hugged me. I took the day off tomorrow. I'll spend your birthday with you at home. It was one of her rare acts of kindness. Sounds good. We got together 5 years ago on my birthday. Seems fitting to end it this way. On my birthday, the last day on the countdown, Lily went grocery shopping with me, then got called away by a phone call. I knew without asking. It's only Daniel who could call her away at a time like this. I didn't confront her. I went home alone to start cooking. She promised she'd be back in 2 hours. But by the time I'd finished and eaten my part of the meal, she still wasn't back. I wiped my mouth, called my parents. Let's go. I'll go with you to check out the wedding venue. At the hotel where the wedding was booked. Surprisingly, I saw Lily. Daniel was with her wearing a suit. They were chatting and laughing like a couple. Don't misunderstand, honey. I'm just helping Daniel. His date was getting clingy, so I pretended to be his sister to get her to back off. I nodded. Getting tangled up and harassed like that must be annoying. You're his boss. You should protect your employee. Seeing that I wasn't causing trouble or jumping to conclusions, Lily breathed a sigh of relief. I'll go with him upstairs. We'll meet up in a bit downstairs. Daniel gave me a smile and thanked me. Then he went into the elevator first. The tie he wore was my favorite brand. The same one Lily put in her bag this morning. It should have been my birthday gift. Lily hesitated for a moment, still followed him into the elevator. As the door closed, I felt like I was looking at a past version of myself in Daniel. Back then, Lily cared about me like that. If anyone tried to make a move on me, she'd be totally on edge. After showing my parents the venue and seeing them off, Lily still hadn't come down. Remembering what she said earlier about meeting up, I texted her, "Are you done? When are you coming back?" She quickly sent me a voice message. When I played it, it was Daniel's voice. "Nick, just head back. Lily got into a fight with that woman, got her clothes dirty, and is showering now. She'll call you later." Hearing the water in the background, I decisively took a cab home. "Nick, don't be mad. It's all my fault today. That woman didn't believe I was Lily's brother and attacked her." Daniel's voice hid his triumph poorly. I ignored him. After a while, Lily called, scolding me. "I already explained, why are you still holding on to this? Daniel struggles here alone. As his boss, why shouldn't I help him?" Daniel's pitiful sobs came from the receiver. I took a deep breath, refused to engage with his manipulations. "I understand. That's why I left, letting you be busy." I cut off Lily's unfinished accusations, hung up the call. Just as I reached my place, after moving all my stuff out, I glanced at the cold remains on the dining table, ripped off the one from the countdown calendar, leaving a glaring 0 behind. On the way, I got a text from Lily. "Honey, I bought a cake. Let's blow out the candles later." I didn't reply. "Honey, I've got the cake. Let's do the candles." When Lily walked in, she found the place in darkness. She flicked on the light, saw the half-eaten meal on the table, alongside the conspicuous countdown 0. At that moment, panic surged in Lily. She dropped the cake, searching desperately in every room for me, only to realize I, along with all my possessions, had vanished. Lily called and texted me frantically. "Honey, where did you go? Stop messing around. Okay? I got your favorite mango cake. Please come back. We were supposed to celebrate together. Why didn't you wait for me?" I didn't respond. She still forgot. "I'm allergic to mangoes. The one who loves mangoes isn't me. It's Daniel." When I got home, my parents had already asked the nanny to prepare dinner. Wendy's family was there too. Nick, long time no see. Wendy, in her pink outfit, looked radiant and playful, greeting me. I smiled and nodded, feeling nostalgic. Tomorrow we're getting married. Yet today is our first meeting in 10 years. She seemed unchanged since she was 17. After everyone sat, they toasted, wishing me a happy birthday, also congratulating Wendy and me on our upcoming marriage. I finished my drink, bowing to them in gratitude. "Uncle, Aunt, thank you for your kindness. Wendy, thanks for all the effort you've put into the wedding preparations." Wendy smiled sweetly, shaking her head. "Not at all. Nick, are you ready?" This whole time, though we hadn't met, my parents told me daily about Wendy's wedding efforts. I called her, asking if she was sure. Wendy laughed, saying she was happy to marry me. In that moment, I felt guilty, so I laid out my past 5 years with Lily. The kind of love I gave means I'm not worthy of love in return. If Wendy wasn't aware, we could cancel the wedding. I had agreed with my parents in a wave of heartbreak and anger, even with a bit of revenge in mind. Wanting to see Lily lose her composure after getting dumped. Want to see her cry and plead for me to come back. By then, I'd ask if she regretted her earlier words. Yet I realized, these weren't reasons to misuse or harm Wendy. After hearing me out, Wendy wasn't surprised. Instead, she comforted me. She said, "I kinda know my own situation. Someone told me never to feel inferior for loving someone wholeheartedly. If you weren't treated well, it's not your fault. It's just that person wasn't worthy. It's like the universe helping you find someone better." I was surprised and touched. In the end, she said, "Nick, I'm willing to marry you. I'm the one who's worthy of you, and I'll prove it." Thinking this, I knew I couldn't let her down anymore. Yeah, I'm ready. Just because I've been hurt, I can't stop believing in love. After Wendy's family left, I checked my phone. There were dozens of new messages from Lily. "Nick, I thought you moved to the new house, but you weren't there. Is this some joke? Are you going to show up at the wedding tomorrow and surprise me?" You promised to love only me in this lifetime. Are you backing out? She finally realized that if I left, she wouldn't find me easily. Over the past 5 years, she rarely met my friends or introduced me to hers. Probably thought I wasn't worth showing off. Back then, besides being nice and fresh to her, I didn't have much to offer. I met Lily 5 years ago at my dad's company. I had just graduated from college, hiding my identity, and was arranged to intern at the grassroots level. Lily was my team leader. She was diligent, sincere, and matched her vibrant look with unyielding personality. When a project I followed up went south and someone had to take the fall, I was chosen as the newest, softest target, no background, naive, perfect scapegoat. But Lily stood up for me, even went to the chairman, my dad, who admired her courage and promised an investigation. That night, I asked Lily why she helped me. Smiling, she said she thought I was a bit silly, a nice guy who didn't deserve to be bullied. I was touched but recalled what my dad said. Lily got criticized by senior executives for her lack of tact and was considered not suitable for the company. Even if we found the real culprit, she'd still be fired. I begged my dad to keep her at the cost of agreeing to go abroad to find Wendy. Eventually, the real villain was the department manager trying to set me up. I got fired anyway, but Lily got promoted for her suggestion, a huge step for her. Lily was thrilled and only invited me to dinner. That day was also my birthday. I asked her why she spoke up for me. Smiling, she downed her drink, saying it was because she liked me. The loud music seemed to stop, and I only heard my heart beating fiercely. Nick, would you be my boyfriend? Before I could answer, Lily, tipsy, kissed me. That kiss didn't bother me. It made me fall completely. I broke my promise and defied my dad, leading to our fallout. From then on, no industry company would hire me, my dad's doing to force me to apologize and go abroad. Unaware of the situation, Lily urged me to let her earn the money while I stayed by her side to take care of her. We started a sweet cohabitation. It was good at first. But once Daniel appeared, new beat old, and we started arguing frequently until Lily got tired and gave in. Would you trust me if I married you? That's how we set the wedding date, and I finally understood she was marrying me not out of love. Unable to sleep late at night, I once again saw Daniel's post, playing the fake groom today, trying on suits with the boss, ha ha ha. In the picture, Lily in a wedding dress was hand in hand with Daniel in a white suit, looking like a perfect couple. I suddenly thought, why not help her? I picked up the phone and called the wedding company. The next day's ceremony went smoothly. Wendy's family and friends didn't make it difficult for me. Everything favored my side, and the process concluded quickly. Once at the hotel, standing on the stage with the bride, the banquet hall doors swung open. Lily, also in a white wedding dress, appeared before me. Seeing me with another bride, disbelief filled her face as she almost crushed the flowers in her hand. Nick, wasn't today our wedding day? I waited for you all morning, and they said you were here. Who is she? Lily's voice trembled with anger. People gasped, whispering. Both sets of parents had been informed earlier and sat calmly. I took the microphone and asked Lily, did you come to the wrong place? Your groom should be him. I pointed to Daniel, still in a white suit behind her. Both of them turned pale. At my cue, the host started the music. The big screen showed moments of Lily and Daniel, all saved from Daniel's posts the night before. For the past year, every time Lily left me for Daniel, taking care of him, Daniel posted, visible only to me. It looked like showing off, but it was foolish, like now, when she never imagined I'd expose her infidelity to everyone. People watched in shock, the scene chaotic. No wonder the groom's marrying someone else. Lily cheated, but you can't conclude just by those. Maybe the man fooled her. Yeah, maybe. Lily's usually well-behaved. Look at her expression. She seems genuinely unaware. As the photos played, Lily's face paled. When she saw pictures from 10 days ago delivering food to Daniel, caring for him when sick, and trying on the dress with him the previous day, she couldn't hold back anymore. She turned, red-eyed, questioning Daniel, what are these about? Why couldn't I see them? Daniel, feigning innocence, pursed his lips, shaking his head. Lily, I was just keeping a record. I don't know how Nick saw them. Though an excuse, it stupidly hinted to everyone that they were visible only to me. I seriously have no idea. You've got to believe me. Watching him wail and deny, I laughed. Lily, 10 days ago, I gave you the last chance. But you still lied to me. The screen switched to Daniel's social media post from 10 days ago. It was the one he posted late at night. The one where he took care of Lily, giving her medicine. That day, Lily told me she waited until morning to call Daniel over. But they clearly spent the whole night together in the same room. Daniel even lay next to her, capturing a picture of them asleep. Everyone went nuts. Oh, sleeping with this guy before the wedding? That's disgusting. I support Nick. This has to be made public. If you dare to post on social media, be ready for everyone to see it. Lily raised her hand and slapped Daniel hard. A red mark quickly appeared on his soft white cheek. He held his face, about to cry. I never knew you were stirring things up like this behind my back. Nick, you gotta believe me. I never did anything with him. The one I love is you. Lily dropped all her arrogance and pride. She anxiously tried to explain to me. I only saw him as a subordinate and little brother. I pitied him all alone in this city, hustling. So I took extra care. I never had any improper thoughts about him. If I did, why would I agree to marry you? Her expression was sincere. A lot of people believed her. After all, it seemed like it was Daniel, full of scheming, who was at fault. Lily was not really involved. Is that so, Lily? Can you forget your own words? I raised my hand, showing her chat history with her best friend on the screen. It was sent to me by her friend. 5 years in love is finally about to get the happy ending. Huh? Aren't you happy, Lily? Not really. It lacks passion, maybe 'cause Nick isn't young anymore. Stop. He stuck by you from 22 to 27. Now you're saying he's old? Lily, please tell me you aren't really into that young assistant? Lily, boredom or excitement? Which would you choose? Marriage is love and responsibility. All excitement fades away. Don't make impulsive decisions and hurt Nick. Relax. As long as he doesn't argue with me about Daniel anymore, I'll treat him well. Lily's past chat with her friend was displayed for everyone to see. Her friend looked at her and shook her head with a sigh. Though they had years of friendship, she didn't agree with Lily's actions. Her words were reasonable. Everyone praised her. They started to speak out against Lily. Lily's face shifted from white to gray. Her body began to sway. Daniel stepped forward to support her. Lily, Nick doesn't love you. If he cared, he wouldn't do this. He just wants to ruin you. Lily steadied herself, thinking he's right. She regained her usual pride and confidence. Nick, I didn't do anything substantial to betray you. Just talking big. I'm so successful, earning millions a year at this young age. I've supported you for 5 years, and you get jealous over nothing. Can't I be a little annoyed? My work is tiring. I hate fighting, that's why I said those things, just venting. Her explanation was reasonable. Some people empathized again. Yeah, working hard every day to make money and then having a partner that's jealous all the time is tough for anyone. You can't have everything. If you're enjoying the benefits, you should be understanding and supportive in return. With people supporting her, Lily put on a loving smile. Nick, I want to marry you because I don't want you to doubt and be hurt anymore. Stop this. Isn't it me who's been taking care of you the past 5 years? How are you going to survive without me? The more she spoke, the more confident she became. She was even touched by her own words. I forgive your behavior. As long as you admit your mistake and continue to marry me, I won't hold anything against you, because I love you. If you're worried, I'll fire Daniel right away. Daniel looked as if he heard something unbelievable. Lily, how can you do this to me? Ignoring his tears, Lily shoved him aside and turned to me. Nick, is this enough? No more fuss. Let the drama end. Let's continue with the wedding. Watching from the side, Wendy finally wasn't happy. Who's part of the drama? I'm his wife, officially recognized. With that, she picked up a small red booklet beside her, waving it. It was the marriage certificate we got first thing yesterday morning. I guess I have to thank Lily for wanting to use marriage to secure me but was in no rush to get the paperwork done, which made things easier for Wendy and me. Seeing I was serious, Lily was completely furious. Nick, I've supported you for 5 years, feeding you, housing you, and now you're turning your back for a wealthy woman? In the audience, her friends and family glared at me with disdain. Someone spoke up for her. No wonder you're eager to clear things up. Found someone richer, huh? Even a dog wouldn't turn against someone who raised them for 5 years. I laughed. My dad couldn't sit still anymore. Standing with his hands behind his back, he coldly said, "Who's turning for money? Huh?" Lily's eyes lit up. She hurried over, bent over in a bow. "Mr. Chairman, you're here. When I sent the invitation, your secretary answered. I thought you wouldn't come." My dad gave a cold laugh, took his time and said, "It's my son's wedding. Of course I'm going to come." Lily was shocked, and everyone looked at me. Lily raised the chairman's son for 5 years? Don't talk nonsense. And wasn't it the chairman's money? Someone chimed in. My dad didn't deny the gossip floating around. Instead, he turned to Lily and said, "Back then, 5 years ago, the executives wanted to fire you. They said you lacked people skills, recklessly charging ahead. It was my son who begged me to keep you. Even got you a promotion and a raise. The deal was he would go abroad to find Wendy, but I never imagined you could capture his heart. He refused to go, even broke ties with us because of you. We only have one son, and his mom worries about him. That's why she pressured me to give you those promotions and raises over the years, so my son wouldn't feel slighted. But we never expected you to look down on him because of this special treatment. You really disappointed me." My dad gave a cold grunt, called his secretary over, and ordered her to remove Lily from the director position, never to employ her again. Lily staggered and fell to the ground, murmuring, "So that's how it is." She burst into tears. "Nick, you did so much for me. I was wrong." All her self-assured pride vanished. Lily cried, pleading for my forgiveness, saying she still loved me. Wendy took my hand, looked sharply at her and said, "He's my man. When did that become your place?" Her hand was warm, making my heart skip a beat. "Wendy, thank you. Last night, when I thought of this whole revenge plan, I was worried she'd disagree. After all, it's her big day. I was afraid the drama with Lily might upset her. But she agreed, telling me she'd liked me since we were kids, always hearing from our parents that she'd marry me. She regretted choosing to study abroad, thinking if she'd stayed, Lily would never have had the chance. She felt my pain from the past 5 years and wanted to get even for me. We're husband and wife, no need to thank me. Besides, those who betray sincere love deserve their comeuppance. As long as you're happy, our wedding is complete." Wendy smiled sweetly, picking up the mic. She looked at me softly and said, "The excitement is touching, but love and sincerity are more powerful." Lily's face went completely gray. I felt my heart beat again, memories rushing back. The girl who always followed me around, her sweet smile overlapping with the present. "Wendy, I'll spend my life treating you well. That's my promise." Rose petals drifted from the sky. Everyone cheered. I made my lifelong vow in front of everyone. After Lily was fired, she couldn't find work in the industry again. She was blacklisted. Back then, caught up in her ego, she'd chosen a mansion for the wedding home, exhausting her savings and even taking a loan for renovations. Without a job, in a few months, she couldn't keep up with the payments. Daniel was kicked out too, disgraced. He'd planned to oust me and take the position himself, not realizing my easy ride came from family. Cross me and he couldn't even afford a meal. He began to resent Lily. If she hadn't crossed me and married me, he could have benefited a lot too. Lily resented him even more. If Daniel hadn't meddled, how could she have broken up with me? The two had nowhere to go, stuck in the mortgaged mansion trying to figure things out. Daniel pretended to encourage her, but secretly moved Lily's high-end furniture and luxury goods out. By the time she realized, everything valuable in the house was gone. She chose to call the police decisively. When Daniel was caught, he'd already gambled away the money from selling the stuff. During the police investigation, they found out he had gambling issues since college, even willing to sell his body for chips. After graduation, he set his sights on Lily, who was hiring a male assistant, a role he fit. With his looks and manipulative skills, he quickly won her favor, never predicting she'd stop short of crossing the line with him, all for ridiculous love. He plotted to upset me, hoping I'd walk away. But it was all in vain, landing him a 10-year sentence for theft. Lily had it even worse. After paying the loans, she didn't have enough money to live on, living a life of humiliation, always pointed at wherever she went. Friends and family who knew her kept their distance, avoiding her like the plague. Eventually, Lily couldn't hold it together anymore. She tried to reach me but couldn't. Going to the company got her kicked out. Messages to me vanished without a trace. I'd already deactivated all old accounts and numbers, wanting no further ties with her. Drunken nights were her norm, consumed with pain in the empty mansion. Memories haunted her. Our dreams of a new home together, the promises I'd made. She cried out loud, collapsing emotionally. Finally, on Wendy's social media, she saw my life now. There were beautiful auroras in Iceland, breathtaking migrations in East Africa, luxury hotel stays by Greek volcanoes. I was holding Wendy, smiling blissfully. Wendy captioned, "Travel the world with the one you love most." That line hit Lily hard. She remembered she'd once booked 2 tickets to Iceland for our honeymoon. Frantically, she searched everywhere but couldn't find them, emotions collapsing entirely. Can't find it, nothing can be found again. While Wendy and I were dining at a posh French restaurant, my mom called. "Lily's dead," she said. In the harshest winter, she slit her wrists in the empty mansion. When they found her, the blood under her had frozen. Next to her was a piece of paper that read, "I'm sorry, Nick." Inside, I felt nothing, speaking as much to my mom as to myself. Someone like her, even in death, pulls others down, unworthy of apologies. Wendy's warm hand held mine, her gaze soft. Outside, lights glittered, people clad in festive red for Christmas. Winters here are particularly romantic. My beautiful life was just beginning.